Hello and welcome to the Legends of Tabletop podcast. We are getting ready to pick up our Call of Cthulhu game, Fractured, Torn, Asunder. This is our third session in. I'm going to kick it over to Oscar, let him give us a recap, and then we'll jump into the game.
Okay, so the adventure starts with the players trying to find the spell Bach Brood to free Harper Twilight from the Brood of Ehort, which he had made the pact with the Pale God in the Labyrinth, also known as Big Rock Candy Mountain. You were able to track it down. This required a trip down to New York, Brooklyn, and then back up to Arkham, where you were escorting a staff member of Miskatonic, of Golden Goblin Press, named Eleanor. And in return for escorting her, where they would return the borrowed book, and give her an introduction to Professor Artemage so they could have a brief meeting. She would tell you what they knew of the person you're looking for, Rowena Hardgrove, who, and again, you were told you don't have to look for her, that she has gone off on her own and is missing, but you've been warned by a strange black-eyed creature that looked like a child with psychic powers to just walk away, which doesn't usually sit well with this group. So and so we will pick up with Eleanor after the meeting. Eleanor says that she has some friends in this area that are meeting her for dinner, and invites all of you, and says that her employers have said that she could use the company account to expense dinner for all of you as a thank you for escorting her to Arkham. So at an Italian restaurant in I forget there's an Italian area in Arkham. I'm not going to grab the book. So basically, you just have a nice Italian dinner with some house wine served discreetly in little teacups. And at that point, she says that she hands over a roadmap. And she says that the last contact they had with Rowena, she was in the foothills of the Berkshires in Hampden County. And a town called Montgomery. And she says, I've traced the route, and the address is written in the margins, 210 Juniper Lane. She was staying at the Juniper Lane rooming house. She said, I also took the liberty to do some research and found that her family, that her fiance's family, Robert Muldoon, had owned a hunting cabin in the area. But she says, I don't have any directions or addresses for the cabin, but that's the town at the foot of the mountain, and the cabin was north of the town. So that's the only reason I could think that she would be going to Montgomery.
Well, like, how long ago was that that you had tabs on her? Has it been a couple of months, or
it's been about 2 or 3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks? Okay, well, that's not too much of a head start, I guess.
It's the best I can do. I wish I could do better.
No, that helps, because we had no real way to track her down. So this cuts down on a lot of useless footwork.
Well, a deal's a deal. I owe you all my life. I would have those those people would have killed me and taken the book. So I do appreciate it. And basically, her friends are here. Some of them look quite capable. They're going to be escorting her back, but she's going to be doing some acquisitions in the New England area before heading back down to Brooklyn. So basically, you've handed her off, and your part in her story is now over.
Okay. So he says, so he looks at the map. So, I mean, I haven't looked at a map of Jersey in a while. Where is Montgomery in relation to where the events in Girl at the Pines took place? Because I've now been there.
Oh, it's you're not in New Jersey.
The
Arkham
Berkshires is Western Mass.
Yeah.
Oh, Western Mass. Okay.
Yeah. The boonies of Massachusetts. The true boonies.
Okay.
I did some research, so yes, I'm glad I got that right.
So then he goes. So then instead,
yet extremely wealthy.
Yes, it's a strange little paradox.
Yeah,
But like, imagine that Massachusetts accent, but a hick version of it.
yeah.
Actually, imagine more of a Hamptons accent.
He says, you guys, you travel quite a bit. You guys have any idea where this is at? I mean, obviously we tried to trace the map, but have you ever been out that way?
Yeah, basically what Dorsey just said is what Lady Songbird would have said.
Yeah.
She is a hobo native to New England. So yes,
Yeah.
they know where the area is.
Yeah, it's where the rich hicks live.
They know where all the best dumpsters are in that area.
It's a weird, strange place. It's the middle of nowhere, yet ridiculously wealthy, yet no clear reason for it to be. And at the same time, there might as well be a lot of banjos playing.
But you also know that it is an area that has several protected areas and a lot of legal hunting ground.
Yes, it is a rich person's play area.
Because you've all had such great experiences with hunting cabins.
Yeah.
and wealthy people who isolate themselves from normal society to a degree that they become strange.
To give it's sort of Massachusetts version, more rural version of Newport.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it sounds like right up our alley, Georgie. We got the cabin in the woods. We do a little hunting. We got the crazy guy in the house by himself. You remember with the doc? He tried to kill us. Remember?
Oh yeah, with the tree lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, we just play the tape recorder and nothing bad will happen.
All right, so what do you guys want to do? It is evening, so I don't think you're leaving Arkham tonight.
No.
We'll I guess we'll bed down for the night. We'll find a place to stay. We should have some money on us.
Given we are who we are, we probably want to be aware of what is rumored to lurk out there, because we're us.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Barrington Beast.
The what now?
Which it's supposed to be a little like Bigfoot.
Little Bigfoot.
Well, if we don't bother him,
Is that
he
the
won't
4
bother
foot
us.
tall Bigfoot, the little Bigfoot?
Jesus Christ.
And
That sounds kind of cute, actually. A little Bigfoot.
and then there's the typical ghosts of dead Revolutionary War soldiers.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't sound too
Something
bad.
else to Confederate soldiers. They're assholes.
Since
Fuck those guys.
Lady Songbird and Mashed Potatoes spend a lot of time in Arkham, they know where to find a affordable rooming house that's clean. So you're able to easily get a room for the night, grab some supplies, and head west in the morning, should you care to.
Though here becomes the question: Are we using our traditional method of transportation, Walt, or are we doing
I
what
would just try.
civilized people do?
No. They have a car. Harry and George have a car. We can just jump in the back and they can drive us to wherever we need to go. So we can find a nice place to park. Yeah, we can find a nice motel where we can park the car and everything. We've got a little bit of cash. We just did a job, so we're not going to get thrown out.
All right.
Yeah.
So you spend, get an early start. You grab breakfast, head out on the road. It's a bit of a drive out west to Hamden County. And you eventually come to the town of Montgomery. Following the street addresses and asking for directions, you do find 210 Juniper Lane, and there's a sign, a placard hanging, Juniper Lane Rooming House, and it's like a 2-story Victorian that's been converted to rooms for rent by. Figure it's probably about noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
I am going to go up and knock on the door.
Okay, after a few minutes, a guy, an older man, comes out. He's bald with, glasses. And he's probably about 65, 70. And he says, good afternoon, miss, gentlemen. Are you looking to rent a room?
We're actually looking for one of your boarders, Rowena.
Oh, you'd best come in.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. Is everything okay?
I'd have felt strange if it wasn't this.
He goes, not really sure, to be honest. Why don't you all have a seat? And I'll tell you what I know. It's a bit of a story.
Shockingly easy. This is taking. I'm like taken aback now because it's like we walk up, ask a question, all of a sudden, oh, come there, well, thereby hangs a tale.
So she says that she stayed for about a week, arrived a couple of weeks, ago, and she was traveling alone, one of these newfangled modern women. Booked the room for a month, kept to herself, had a lot of books with her. She wasn't allowed to have any guests, but for the life of me, I kept hearing footsteps like it was maybe more than one person. I'd gone in a few times and it was only I peeked in a couple times. It was only her. So I thought I was hearing things. I didn't want any unaccompanied ladies to have gentlemen callers under my roof. And everything seemed fine. She was a fine tenant until the fire broke out.
The fire?
Yeah, it was a small fire, no real damage. But when I rushed in, the poor thing was cowering in the corner, terrified, crying for help, saying she was sorry. Apparently she tried to she started a small fire to heat up a can of soup with a box of matches. We don't allow people to, cook in their rooms. Then one of the curtains ignited. It was an accident, really. Put out the fire pretty quickly, but just poor thing couldn't be consoled. I kept telling her it was fine, no real harm done. But, she seemed so different. I don't know if some shock had snapped her noggin or whatever, but it was like I was talking to a child. She'd said that her big sister would be back in a few days for her, but I'm no head shrinker, but I knew that I couldn't handle this, so I contacted the town sheriff. And then her car was gone, and a lot of her stuff was gone, so I figured somebody had robbed her. and maybe when they stole her car, something snapped in her. Couldn't really make heads or tails of it, so they drove her over to Austin Riggs.
What was that, a hospital or?
Yeah, it's opened a few years ago over in Stockton, about an hour west of here.
Okay.
So strange question, sir. Were you expecting us?
No, we don't really get too many visitors. I figured
like
someone would
you
be.
just were ready to go.
Hmm?
No, just like you just.
I figured somebody'd come asking after her.
Yeah.
Is any of her stuff still here? You said that she was robbed, that maybe some of her stuff was stolen. Like, did you keep the other stuff?
Oh, sheriff bagged it all up for evidence, and they took it with them over to the hospital.
And that's an hour from here, you said.
Yeah, hour west. I can mark it on a map if you like.
Oh, thank you.
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
Has anybody been in that room since she left? Outside of like the cops and such picking up her stuff.
No, I haven't rented it out yet. There wasn't. It's been cleaned out though. But if you want to have a look, you're more than welcome to.
Oh, thank you very much.
And he says, "Let me find a pen." He goes, "I was just about to put on a pot of coffee. I'd like some." He's screaming from the other room.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. It's about lunchtime. Here, I got a pen here. Like, he's writing all this shit down in his notepad.
Okay. He says, "You got a map?"
Yeah. Is it in the car? Oh, you got it?
So he traces out the route on the map that you have.
Yeah, of course. Lady Songbird pulls out a map.
One of her many pockets.
The only one of you
bags.
guys with the only one with a purse.
So he gives you the route over to the what did I say? It was, he pulls off the map and he draws it. Traces the route to Stockton.
And the officer's name. What's the sheriff's name?
Clark.
David
Clark.
David Clark. See, he's a okay guy. You think he might talk to us?
Sure, he might. I don't know what he'd have to say. He couldn't make much heads or tails of either. We got her over to the hospital just as soon as we realized that she needed help that we couldn't give her.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
All right. If you guys want to search the room, you can.
Oh, yeah.
He just serves coffee, puts out a tray of cookies. Some of the guests come down. He does coffee every day at like 2 for any of the people who are rooming.
He is just the sweetest man.
Well, he's running a bed and breakfast rooming house. So.
Oh yeah, it's just I imagine he's just giving us he's just open the doors, just waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Harry's walking up the steps, cup of coffee in his hand, dunking a biscuit or whatever in the coffee.
You can roll a spot hidden, but the minute you see the room, it's not that big and there's not much here. So.
No.
So looking for any traces, maybe any sigils or anything like that she might have
pull up the
around.
rug, pull up the bed.
It's
right.
The cupboard is there.
Pictures.
There are no clues, no leads, no evidence.
Okay. Fair.
There isn't a bathroom in this room. There's one in the.
It's a communal in the hall.
Communal, yeah.
All right, so after coffee and searching the room, what do you guys want to do?
Well, you said that a few of the other boarders were kind of down there, right?
Yeah, you can talk to them. They don't really have much to add. They say, she was really quiet. She kept to herself.
I'll mention saying, the innkeeper said that he sometimes was wondering if she maybe had a gentleman caller up there. He heard some footprints, some footsteps and stuff. You ever kind of hear any of that?
No. They say that that they did hear her talking to someone, but one of the other persons says it definitely didn't sound like she had a gentleman in the room. It sounded like another woman.
Just maybe a lonely lady, no one else to talk to but herself, huh?
He says, but yeah, it was sad what happened to her, really. I saw when they took her out. Poor thing was shaking like a leaf. Kept saying that, she was sorry, that she had promised her Aunt Ro that she'd be good.
Had she ever talked about an aunt before the incident?
No, she didn't really talk to anybody before the fire.
Okay.
I don't want to foul the house up with any cigarette smoke. I'm just going to step out for a moment and I'll just walk
It's
around.
the 20s. Everybody's smoking when they have the
I'm looking for an excuse just to step out.
Gotcha. No problem.
Yeah.
Harry turns, looking, cigarette kind of in his hand, like, all right.
So you just want to case the yard or the...
Yeah, just walk around the yard, look for, like an obvious, fresh grave.
No, nothing like that.
Well, I'm just going to spot hidden anyway. But
Go ahead.
2. That's my,
Yeah. Wasted a perfectly good
There
2.
we go. Yeah, there we go.
I'm sorry. No, there's nothing here.
No
It
fresh
pays to be
graves.
thorough, but there's nothing here.
Oh, well,
All right.
I guess as we collected the car, Harry says, what do you think? I mean, we're right here in town. We should probably go talk to the sheriff, maybe, right? I mean, before driving out
Before
to the
we
hospital.
go to the asylum, yes.
Yeah, I figure at least, talk to him, maybe see if she said anything. Maybe we can get an idea of what they collected up at the room. I know they brought that over to the hospital, but
Okay, you can make a luck check to see if he is currently in the police station.
Someone else want to make that luck check?
Yeah, who do you
I'll
want?
do it.
I'll play Songbird, please.
18.
Well, there you go.
Okay, he is there. He can spare a few minutes to speak with you. And he says, "Oh, so how do you know the Miss Hardgrove?"
We're actually seeking her on behalf of an employer and friend of hers.
Well, yeah, it's good. She didn't have any ID on her. So there was no one we could contact. She didn't know her address, didn't know her phone number. I'm not a head shrinker, but something snapped in that poor thing.
Which is a shame, since she's actually an educated woman, an educator herself, works for a university.
She suffered a terrible loss recently.
That would explain it. I don't think that she was simple, but just very childlike, so confused. So we just wanted to put her, get her somewhere where she'd be safe.
Some people very dear to her were violently killed.
Oh, that's a shame. She didn't say anything about that.
She put up any kind of resistance when you took her to the hospital, or did she understand what was going on?
None at all. We told her we were going to take her somewhere where people would look after her, and she said okay, that she just didn't want to get in trouble with her aunt, and that her aunt was going to be back. And we promised that if her aunt came back, we would bring them right to where she was, and she seemed okay with that. But, she was traveling alone. I don't know what she's talking about.
I kind of lean over to Harry and be like, she looks like she's all of a sudden really obsessed with this aunt of hers.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, I think maybe one of those kids was impersonating her. I don't know if they can do that. Armitage didn't say anything about it, but if they can impersonate a person, I think because she would obviously know where she's from and her number and all that other stuff.
I've got a theory. We'll talk like
Sure.
I've got a theory. When we're out of the sheriff, we'll talk. But
Sure.
Lady Songbird, you made, what was your luck roll?
18.
He says he'd be more than happy to call ahead to. Hold on, where is the name of the hospital again? Austin Riggs, the Austin Riggs Foundation. Let them know that some people with information will be coming over. You can speak to her doctors. I don't know if they'd let you collect her unless you were next to, family, and we'd have to prove that, of course.
Sir, all of her personal effects were forwarded to the hospital, I assume.
Yes, they're in a locker. They'll be returned. We didn't, we examined them, but again, there wasn't much left. She came with a lot of luggage, but a lot of it must have been in the car that was stolen. There's no sign of the vehicle. We've cased the area.
What kind of car was it?
I was told it was a Model T.
Okay, damn, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You don't happen to have like a plate number or anything, I guess, yeah?
No. Again,
did they even have plates back then?
I'm not sure.
Hey, any way for the state to make money.
Massachusetts.
Yeah.
All
right, well, we appreciate your time. Thank you for talking with us, and if you could call ahead, that'd be super helpful.
I'll let him know that you're coming.
Thank you very much.
Well, we're just happy that some people finally turned up for her. We've been hoping someone would.
All right. So when we're out, I'm gonna just as we're walk and talk. All right. So the way, please correct me if I'm missing things, but the way I understood it was that she had traded the book, the book she got from Armitage with Golden Goblin Press, for a different book that was masquerading as a self-help book. The self-help book would have given her access to certain spells or rituals that would change her memories. Now, with time, she got herself to a quiet place, tried them, and basically screwed it up and fried herself. Either didn't erase too much of her, either didn't understand what she was doing, or screwed something up and regressed herself back into childhood, dude.
Yeah, know what? You bring up a really good point. She was mentioning about her aunt, and then when they said, he said,
alive now.
Yeah, right. And I mean, when they, when the innkeeper said that he went and talked to her, he said that she was acting like a kid, right? All scared.
Yeah.
So she might actually think she's a kid.
Oh, shit, I forgot about that part. I remembered about the book. I forgot about the memory thing.
Yeah, she was the way I understood it was she was trying, because of the trauma she suffered. She was working with all these different shady characters, trying to get access to a spell to erase her memory of the miscarriage and the people she lost.
Yeah. Shit, you're probably right. See, I thought maybe it was one of them fucking kids.
Well, they're around. Her relationship to them, I took it as an adversarial relationship, that they're waiting to either get her back or trying to get something out of her and waiting for that.
Or they might have facilitated things going wrong.
They might have screwed her. That might have been their revenge, sabotaging the ritual or something. Well, possibly
not even revenge, just possibly eliminating whatever problem she was posing for them.
Yeah.
Well, shit. If it's her, I mean, if they have the book there, I mean, I don't know, what do we know? We grab her maybe, and then take her back to Armitage, see if he can fix it.
We tried talking to her. There might, if under the right circumstances, there might be something of her left in there. Let's to
start
her.
Driving.
Okay. We don't go anywhere. We don't make any progress till we talk to her. If there's nothing we can do, if she's safe, if we determine she's not safe, then we can move from there. We play it by ear. We see what condition she is. at that point.
At the same time, too, we have to find that car because, like, we don't. That's a bunch of dangerous books in there if they get in the wrong hands.
Yeah.
Or just like stupid hands, right? Like you get somebody who don't know what they're doing and they open up one of them books and try to read from it. We don't know what the hell's going to happen.
Yeah, but all those Model Ts look the same, right? I mean, maybe if...
Well, actually, out here, people who have cars are typically going to have a truck or it's going to be something really nice. Remember how I said it's the weird place of the rich people and the hicks?
Yeah.
So
maybe we could definitely keep an eye out.
Stands out. It's not rich and not practical.
Okay.
We know she ain't going nowhere, right? So maybe we want to like spend a day around town, maybe scope things out a little bit before we head on out.
Exactly. Yeah. Now
we could.
Oh, sorry. No, please.
No, I was just gonna say there was the cabin too, right? Like maybe she had gone to the cabin at some point.
Yeah, well, she fried herself out, probably.
Well, I'm thinking that probably happened when she lit that fire. I think that was maybe like
that was a ritual
the ceremony, the ritual thing that she did. I think that's what kind of did it.
And then she didn't remember because she lost the memories.
Right.
I mean, we could ask her around town about maybe about the cabin. We got the in-laws name, right? Hey, where's this? Where's their cabin at?
Hold on. All right, let me jump. So that you want to stay in town? Do you guys want to split up? Like half of you look for the car and half of you try and find directions to this cabin.
I want to start. I want to look for the car because
I'll look for the car as well.
I want to look for any kind of hobo symbols or anything like that. That even rich areas have their. What's the point of being rich if you can't kick poor people?
Yeah.
So there's got to be some poor people around here, equivalent of hobos. And if a Model T is a useful car, they may have acquired it or come into possession of it, which I'm fine with. We just need to know about those possessions.
Okay, so Lady Songbird and Mashed Potatoes case the town, looking for a Model T. You don't find any that aren't like parked in someone's driveway or obviously owned by people. And there are actually fewer Model Ts than you would think. There's another car that's sturdier and more for like rural travel than the Model T. So most people out here, the ones that do have cars, either have those cars or something very, very ritzy like a Packard 6. On like the bigger houses here. So unfortunately you spend about an hour looking around and you don't find anything that would likely be the vehicle you're looking for. So Harry and Georgie, you would need to check public records here. So there is a library. So with a successful library use roll, you may find something on anything owned by the Mulrooney family in this area.
I can do that. Maybe. Oh, I got a 10. That is.
I don't have the 4 luck to spend, so yeah. All right, good. You got.
All right,
it's an extreme.
It's a remote hunting cabin on Toccoa Mountain. It's been in the family for 4 generations. It's a hunting cabin. They own most of the land around it, and the family had used it for like private hunting area.
Okay. It has is there an address? Like if it's a hunting cabin, I guess there's no address.
There's no address. It's basically general directions.
Okay.
It's on a map, but there are no roads or paths on the map. There's a road that leads, to the area where you would park to hike up into the mountains.
Okay. So after we do that, I'm like, hey, let's go get a cup of coffee. Let's go over to the diner, maybe see if we can't spot somebody that, maybe does a little walking around in the woods,
It's the cabin is, while this is the closest town to where the cabin is, it's not near here. It's about an hour's north of here.
Okay. Yeah. But maybe, if the family is well-to-do, then people in the area be like, oh, the old Toccoa place, yada, yada. It's been here in 4 generations of the family, right? So, like.
All right, make a charm check.
Okay. 36. And
Okay,
my
at the
charm.
diner, you try and chat up some locals. If you are charming, let's see if you're lucky enough to be charming to someone who might know something.
So many dice rolls. What's to stop? No, 81.
Yeah.
Oh.
Basically, to tell you that the Mulrooney family, they used to hunt here every year, but no one's been up to that cabin in like 5 years at least.
Okay.
They said that the last person who came was like the grandson of somebody that of like Greg. Greg used to be a regular, and he'd come every year. And we heard that he died, and he came up with Robert and his son Bob came up a few times, but no one's been up to the cabin in at least 5 years. And they say most of the land around the cabin is private. It's owned by the family, so nobody's gotten permission to hunt it. So it's been left to its own.
Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for entertaining my my inquisitive nature.
Okay, they ask if you're friends of the Mulrooney family.
Yeah, we're friends with Rowena. We had heard she was up here. Thought maybe she had made her way up to the cabin.
They have no idea who Rowena is. All right, so what's your next move?
I guess we go out to the hospital then.
Drop around town, see if we can find Lady Songbird and mashed potatoes, pick them up.
Okay, you scoop them up. You head over to the hospital. When you get there, you see it is a fairly new and modern facility. It's has lovely manicured grounds, stone wall topped with a wrought iron fence with a wrought iron gate that you have to be let in. There's a guard at the gate for the rounds, and you realize, and as you are driving up, you see a bunch of people in what look like bathrobes and slippers playing croquet on the lawn in front of this large building. And as you pull up, an orderly comes out and kind of like flags you to a spot. And he takes out a clipboard and he says, welcome. Are you the visitors that were coming up about Weena?
Yes, we are.
Let me get your names, and if I could see some ID.
Margaret Ridston.
Okay, he writes everybody's names down. And he says, I'll take you, we're expecting you. I'll take you over to see the doc. Leads you in. You see that it's a very clean facility. It's almost like a school. You see, you kind of, you look like on you look right down the side of the building, and you see it's like patients' rooms and common rooms, and the left side, turning left, it's more offices and examination rooms, and it takes you to an office with a waiting room, and the orderly leaves, and there's a secretary there, and she says, "Are you the visitors from what was the name of that town again?
Montgomery.
Montgomery.
Yes, we are.
Doctor's waiting for you. I'll buzz you in." And she goes on the intercom and says, your visitors are here. Should I send them in?" He goes, "Oh yes, of course." And she buzzes you into the room. And the guy gets up from behind a desk, comes forward. He's wearing a doctor's jacket. He has a stethoscope around his neck, and he says, "Good afternoon, lady. Miss, gentlemen. He goes, my name is Dr. Woods. Why don't you all have a seat? He says, and he shakes everyone's hands and asks them for your names.
Yeah. Johnson, not mashed potatoes.
Okay. He
Mike Smith.
All right. He says that. All right. So anything you tell me about Weena would be very helpful. She hasn't really been that forthcoming. I'm so the sheriff said that you said she'd been through she'd had some traumatic losses.
Yes.
It
Several people close to her met a violent end.
Oh, that's terrible. Was it an accident or was it a violent act of someone?
Well, that was part of the issue. Rowena's employer, she's actually works for a university. She works for Arkham University. Her employer was actually had heard of some tragedy that befallen her and her friends, and was trying to get in contact with her, but he was unable to. And we were in the area. We've also worked for the Professor Armitage of Arkham University, and we were sent to try and find her.
Well, it's good. Does she know if she has any family, any next of kin that we can have come collect her?
Right now, that's what we were trying to determine. We were trying to find her and trying to, learn what had happened to her, if her if she had any family that she needed contacting. That's why we came.
Okay. He says
we know more about her than maybe you do, but we only know so much.
Right. Well, I have to tell you, she doesn't. I from what you're telling me, it's confirming a theory that I've had about her. She seems to have had a break with reality, and has amnesia. She has no idea how she got to the rooming house. She claims that she woke up there, and that there was a woman that said that it was her aunt Ro. But again, there was no sign of anyone else there. Mentally, she's about 11 years old, and that's what she's claiming she is. I
look over and give mashed potatoes the you called it nod.
And he says, I've never seen a delusion this deep. For example, and forgive me if this is indelicate, when her menses started, she was fairly certain she was dying and started screaming and crying in panic, having no idea what was happening. We tried to explain it to her, but it's just it's like she doesn't. It's like she's a child trapped in a adult's body. Whatever tragedy happened to her, she must have really retreated from reality to get away from it. Now, I'm hoping that, maybe, speaking with some people that she's familiar with might slowly start bringing her out of her delusion. But honestly, the therapy is not really going anywhere. So I'm hoping that you can kind of help facilitate some sort of a breakthrough before we have to resort to more drastic measures to force her out of her current delusion.
So what if we give the professor a call? Maybe he can. He ain't going to be able to make it here in person, but if he maybe talks to her over the phone, maybe that'll do some good.
We can arrange a phone call.
They work close. He was a mentor of hers, so he does have a personal relationship with her.
As far as I know, that's kind of the only personal relationship she got.
Yes, the thing is, she probably won't even remember him. Again, she doesn't really have much memory of her life before.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but like if hopefully maybe some of her is still in there, right? And like maybe hearing his voice and him talking to her, maybe like you said, can jog some things loose, maybe bring her back.
I'd be more than happy to arrange a phone call if you can leave the number and the contact information with my with my secretary. We'll try and bring her into the office tomorrow. Currently she's out in the yard, and we'll be putting them down for bed around 6, so I don't think there's enough time left in the day to schedule that call.
Would it be possible for us to see her belongings?
He balks at that.
We're attempting to find the ones that were stolen, and we're hoping maybe whoever robbed her might have left something behind in what was not taken.
You'll need to make a fast talk for that.
That I am going to spend the 6 luck to make it.
Okay, he says, I don't suppose that would be any harm. It's not like there was much there. And he actually goes into a cabinet and opens it and takes out a box of like the 6 things she had with her. And it's like, a coloring book, a doll, some a comb. There was very little there. Again, there wasn't much in the room. Whoever left her there must have cleaned her out.
I'm gonna look at these things is this an old coloring book or a more recent one?
This is a more recent one.
So she would have had to have bought it, or somebody would have had to have left it.
Aunt Ro probably gave it to her, right? Like Meta, right? Like if she was saying that Aunt Ro was there.
Well, no, I was actually just about to say, it's like, all right, so like maybe Aunt Ro is like real. Like somebody, this is kid stuff. Like she wouldn't have had this with her.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
no, she wouldn't have brought it.
Someone brought this to her.
Yeah.
The doll, I'm gonna look at it. Well, again, old or new?
It's new-ish. It's porcelain. It's a doll with a porcelain head. It says, we'd have left her with the doll. She did want it, but we were nervous about leaving it for her because she could smash the porcelain to make a sharp edge. And the last time she got a hold of scissors, she cut off all her hair.
I pick up the coloring book when Lady Songbird puts it down. I just want to thumb through it real fast to see if anything stands out or if there's anything written in it.
Lots of ponies. There's it seemed that there's a collage theme of ponies. Ponies jumping fences, ponies, swimming.
And
there's one of a pony driving a car.
Okay. But nothing written like, help me, I'm fucking like trapped in here or anything.
Bullshit. I don't know.
Coded messages.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it seems like what a kid would be, drawing.
Sure.
When I say coloring book, it's not like a modern color. It's just basically sheets of paper that they can
they drew on. Yeah.
It's more like a sketchbook that she was coloring in.
These are drawings she had done.
Right. Gotcha. These are drawings she had done.
Okay.
Are they any good?
No.
He's just standing there.
I'm just saying, horses are very difficult to draw. So
pedestrian. childish. No understanding of the medium.
Yes. Anatomy is completely off.
Georgie throws the book on the table. This is trash.
Anything else
She
you want
thinks she's an artist.
anything else
bullshit.
you want to ask the doctor?
Has she like asked for her mom? Like she was. I know she was talking about her Aunt Ro, but like, did she say anything about her parents? Did she say where Aunt Ro went to? Is she coming back?
She said that Aunt Rose said she'd be coming back for her. If you'd like, I'd be more than happy to allow you to question, to speak with her. I would like to be there to supervise to make sure that you don't upset her.
Of course.
And if I'll hang back and maybe something you say will jog her memory. I just want to be there to observe.
I'd if I might, to not kind of stress her out a bit. Like, I don't think all of us may want to be talking to her.
Exactly, yeah.
Right? And like, no offense, Ari, but and if you're okay with it, lady, I think maybe you might be the better of us to do that.
Yeah,
Lady Songbird nods that she gets it. She's the least threatening of the group.
Okay. So he says,
at least when it comes to appearances.
Right.
Right, so he gets
I'll
up.
stab a motherfucker.
Says, "Everybody follow me." He goes, "Gentlemen, you can wait in the waiting room. Please give her former employer's information. Leave that with my secretary."
Will do.
And he says, Miss Songbird, please come with me, and leads you out into a rear garden area where you see there are 6 adults, an orderly, and a counselor, I guess. And you see a group of people sitting around a large round picnic table, and there's just reeds, and they're like, she's instructing the patients in weaving baskets. And you see one woman in her late 20s, early 30s, with very short hair that looks like it was a haircut given to oneself by an 11-year-old. And he says, "This is her." And he says, "Weena?" And she looks up with a smile and says, "This lady would like to speak with you a little bit. I believe she's a friend of your aunt's." And he looks over at you like, is that okay? And he says, "Oh, okay." He says, and she says, she looks up and she says, "Do you want to make a basket?"
Sure. And I will sit down and join in the activity as I talk to her.
She said, Did Aunt Rose send you to get me?" She said she'd be back in a couple of days.
In a fashion. Did she tell you where she was going?
No, she said that she had something that she needed to take care of, but that I was to stay put and be a good girl and not cause any trouble.
Okay.
She said we could go to see the Grand Canyon after. I'd always wanted to see the Grand Canyon.
Rowena? But we're in Massachusetts. The Grand Canyon is very far away.
She said that she knows how to drive.
Okay. My name's, a lot of people like to call me Lady Songbird because I sing a lot.
That's pretty.
Can you maybe tell me what you remember before Aunt Ro told you to stay?
I don't really remember much. I was it was just after Christmas. Um, I went to sleep, and when I woke up, I was here. Um, there was a woman that looked like my mom. She said she was my aunt, and she knew all about me. Said that I'd never met her. Uh, but that she was going to take care of me, and that I just needed to stay in the room for a couple of days, and then that she would be back to collect me. And she left me books and some food and a doll, and I was just to stay put and stay out of trouble. And I messed up. I just wanted to heat up some soup, and I almost burned down the house. I was so scared. And then that nice old man came, and he put out the fire, and he offered me coffee. I don't drink coffee. Kids don't drink coffee. But he gave me some milk, and then the sheriff came and asked me a whole bunch of questions, and then they brought me here.
Could you draw Aunt Ro for me, please?
And
if
she
we gave you the
says,
things?
if I had something to draw with. And the doctor sends the orderly over for her art pad, and she draws, and it is like any 11-year-old would draw an adult. Just sticks and a dress, and for some reason she's riding a pony.
Does she ride ponies? Does your Aunt Ro typically ride ponies?
No, but I think everyone should ride ponies.
It's a fair thought.
I asked her why she was leaving me and why I couldn't go with her. And she got mad and said I shouldn't ask any more questions, and that it would be okay no matter what. Well, she said I would be okay no matter what.
Rowena, do you remember Dr. Armitage?
No.
Okay.
My doctor is named Albert. And you see Doctor, it's still like A. Woods on his tag.
So you have a friend named Dr. Armitage, and he's been looking for you.
I have a friend who's a doctor?
Yes.
I don't remember having any grown-up friends.
Has anybody given you a mirror lately?
Oh, yes. And she says it's just me. The braid kept coming out, so I cut my hair. I never really liked long hair.
Yeah, I can understand that. Sometimes it gets in the way.
The doctor puts a hand on your shoulder.
I look over at him.
And he just whispers, I don't want to upset her. I don't think this is going anywhere.
I do look at the drawing of Aunt Ro. What color hair does Aunt Ro have? Eye color.
Same color as her.
So Aunt Ro looks a lot like her.
She actually draws a picture of herself and Aunt Ro, and they're very similar, except she draws herself smaller and smiling, and Aunt Ro is drawn with gnashy teeth and weird eyebrows.
I point at the teeth. These are kind of different.
Sometimes she'd get angry.
Oh, what happened when she'd get angry?
She'd tell me to stop asking questions and just be good, and that everything was going to be okay, and that she had to leave.
And then I point at the eyebrows.
She would do this, and she scrunches up her face. And it's just a scowl.
Did she ever smile?
She hugged and kissed me when she left, and she tried to smile, but she was crying and said that don't worry, everything was going to be okay, and that she'd be back in a few days.
Do you remember all the books that you had?
She didn't leave me. She only left me the art pad.
You had a lot of books with you too. Your friend Dr. Armitage told us, and so did the old man who ran the house you were in.
She must have taken Aunt Ro must have taken them with her. And they said, "Okay, and then the bell rings, and they're like, "Okay, everyone, clean up. We're going to go in for dinner." And she says, "Oh, I've got to go." Then
Okay.
she says, "We're having oatmeal cookies," and she finishes, cleans up her area with the other people, and the counselor and the orderly take them in, and Doctor. Her physician speaks with you softly and says, "You see, there's no reaching her. Hopefully, this call will jar something. I really, I'm not a fan of more aggressive treatments, but I think that we're getting to the point where I don't have many choices left."
So she worked with a group that part of what they did was catalog dangerous items and some compounds. I'm wondering if maybe that she did have some old rare books with her. I'm wondering if maybe something was on one of them.
Well, we did a complete physical, and there doesn't seem to be anything physically wrong with her. There's no signs of injuries or poisoning. It's my working theory that this is all deeply psychological, which is why I'd really like to find more about her family dynamic, so that we can get to the real root of what's going on here. Like if I had more information about the nature of the incident that that caused this break with reality, that would be helpful with her treatment. So I'm hoping that her employer can shed more light on the situation after we arrange that call.
I think he will be able to. I will be quite honest with you. Several of the books that she had were known to be quite valuable, and we do think she was robbed, possibly violently.
I understand, and that we did check for trauma. That was the first thing we checked, a blow to the head, but she was fine. Didn't even really inhale too much smoke. From what I heard, the fire was very quickly contained. At this point, he's already leading you back to the front.
Yeah, I'm walking with him.
Okay, he says, "Well, thank you. I'm sorry we didn't have better results."
If I can ask you a question before we leave, so we know that her husband, was one of the unfortunate people who had passed. She was related to the Mulrooney family. They have a cabin, probably about 2 hours north from here, back outside of Montgomery. I'm not too sure about the rest of her family, but we'd like to get her closer to home. She was based out of Arkham there. What will we need to do to possibly have you released her into custody? He's like, and I forgot to give you. And he takes out his card, gives him the card.
He said, "Well, we'd need evidence that you were, have power of attorney, or you were a direct family member. Otherwise, we'd have to, she at this point she's a protectorate of the state.
Well, I mean, so we ain't like next to kin necessarily.
She's not competent to look after herself at this point.
Of course.
We ain't next to kin necessarily, but like, what if maybe we were able to get in contact with some of them, and we act on their behalf, like to take them to take.
Well,
her back?
I would be more than happy to release her to anyone who could prove that they were blood relation, or at least involve them in her therapy. But for her own safety, I think this is the best place for her right now.
Yeah, Doc. I mean, but here's the thing: we don't want you ripping out half her brain. You know what I mean? Like,
oh Jesus, here we go.
That's not going to help her.
We're doing everything that we can. Again, I don't want to use more aggressive means. We're hoping that with time and fresh air and a decent diet and time to relax and reflect, that slowly her memory will start to come back. We're not rushing things. She's in a very delicate state.
She lost a child as well.
Yes, the physical did show signs that there had been a recent pregnancy. Well, we'll do everything we can for her. And again, if you can find any of her direct family, we'd be very grateful for them to come forward and at least tell us what they know so that we can help reach her.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. Thank you very much for your time, Doctor. You've given us a lot to think about, and I think we have some options we can try to explore on our end.
And you've given us some options for her care as well. So,
and I know you have nothing but the best of intentions with her to give her the best care you possibly can, and we're very comfortable leaving her here in your care. But we're going to continue our work and try to be more helpful on our end.
Well, again, we appreciate anything you can do.
If we stop back in like a day or so, see if we make if you've been able to get in contact with Armitage, maybe like talking to him.
Of course, we'd welcome any assistance in her treatment. And he says, and I understand it's disturbing to see her like this, but I can assure you, as facilities of this nature go, we are rather cutting edge, and there are so many worse places that she could be.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, on that, we'll shake hands and we'll get ourselves out of here because...
Okay. All right. So
they're cutting. Once we're clear of the doctor and the orderlies, yep, they're cutting edge. Lobotomies are cutting edge at this time.
Yeah. So Harry doesn't say anything when they leave. He just walks out.
So when he says more aggressive means it's going to be like
he said that like 4 times. He couldn't be more.
The cold water dunks, the electroshock therapy.
Yeah.
None of which is going to help if she's not actually in there. You're just terrorizing an 11-year-old.
You're torturing a child.
At this point, they're letting her draw ponies and make baskets. So
we've been like chatting back, like simulating us in the waiting room, kind of waiting for Lady Songbird to come. And we're like, we're like worst case scenarioing this thing.
So is there a town here? Is this in the middle of nowhere? Like, is there?
No. You can find a place to crash out in a diner. Where are we again?
Well, I mean, I'm wondering if we just want to catch a bite and then make it up to because what is it like? It's 6:00 right now, right?
Yes. Let us go to the cabin at night. Lady Songbird is full of sarcasm here.
All right. Point made.
Priority 1 should be getting in touch with Armitage and impressing upon him at least some idea of what we think happened and the kind of danger she's in right now.
Yeah.
He'll understand.
We can prep him for the conversation for tomorrow.
And we should probably impress upon Armitage that he should be delaying any kind of action the doctors want to take.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you try and make that phone call, it's already after 5, and you'd be calling his office. So one of you will need to make a hard luck check that he would still be in the office. Other than if you pass
I got a 4.
He actually picks up and says, "My secretary has already left for the day. Who is this?"
Who the hell is this?
I have my coat on, I'm leaving.
Right?
Because how did you get my cell number? And cell phones aren't even invented yet. You prep him on what you've learned. So are you telling him everything you know?
Yeah.
Well, also,
Yes.
kind of the theory we have that at the very least she regressed herself, maybe split her mind or body into some way. And there may be a way of healing her.
He said there are metaphysical theories that time is an illusion and that we exist in all times and places at the same time.
The problem we have is where she is now. He said no more than 5 times aggressive treatments.
I see.
He damages her to a point where she's no longer capable of getting her mind back.
So you think that this is something eldritch? This is not just a simple break with reality.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think she either misunderstood or was misled into thinking this was a mind erasing spell, a way of erasing traumatic memories. I think it did. I think it split her in some way, leaving her body with the mind of a child, while her other intelligence, while her higher functions, is trying to find a way to fix this.
Well,
The Aunt Row she was talking about, the Aunt Row.
I'm going to have some papers drawn up, and I'm going to have them messengered over. They should arrive there tomorrow. Basically, stating that I'm in the process of applying to be her power of attorney.
All right.
And I will keep. I'll keep those sorts of treatments, those sorts of aggressive treatments, off the table. But you'll need to resolve this quickly. These papers may not hold up under scrutiny.
Understood.
I'll hold off the doctors as long as I can.
Understood.
I really appreciate you doing this for her, but I please be careful. The entities that she was seeking to gain revenge on are very dangerous.
So could they have misled her or sabotaged whatever she was trying to accomplish?
There's no telling. I have no idea what these things are capable of.
Okay. All right. Well, you've accomplished what we called you for, so
I appreciate your efforts. Please keep me informed. I'll be making that phone call into the office tomorrow, hopefully after the papers are delivered.
all right.
Take care of yourselves. Be careful.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And that's good evening. He hangs up.
All right. Well, that was a big success. So thank you, Lady Songbird, for hitting that 4 when it was needed, dude.
Yeah, it's like
We needed
4.
this.
I'm just nervous. We wasted a 4 and a 2.
Well, we didn't waste a 4. She bought us.
Right.
This bought us time.
Yeah, it does buy you a lot of time.
Because
But the 4 came exactly when it was needed.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, what do you think? It's maybe too late now, but George, you remember that Floyd Toby guy was the newspaper guy who was following me around?
Oh yeah.
He wrote a couple articles, remember, about some black-eyed kids on the highways and shit. I mean,
oh yeah.
I'm not saying that he's encountered any of these things, but maybe he did a little bit of research. Maybe it would have made sense to talk to him before we left.
I mean, you can always call up the newspaper, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't imagine he'd be there now, but maybe.
I mean, at the very least, you can call back in the morning.
What need info on?
Well, we know about them. They beat the hell out of us. Well, Georgie specifically, but we were all going to catch it. We were all going to catch some of that.
Yeah, I mean, he might have turned up some, obscure bit of lore or something. I mean, if he was approaching it like a real story, well, he writes some of those woo-woo things too, I think.
We have to figure out what their place is in this. If they're messing with her, then obviously they're going to be an enemy.
Well, they're an enemy no matter what. They're an enemy to her or an enemy to us because we're here.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, whether we need to directly confront them or not is, avoid, or if they directly sabotaged her, then we may have to confront them directly in order to figure out how to fix it. If we got to go to the cabin, because that's going to be a clue as to finding something of what actually happened to her. Because I'm just saying, split, and like in my head, in my addled brain, she's she's running around the woods and possessing a pony. And she's going to get shot at some point, and that's going to be the end of her.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think you were right. I think maybe, when she did the spell, maybe she fucked it up, I mean...
Yeah.
She's calling herself Weena.
So, Ro and Weena, all right.
Ro,
Well,
I mean, maybe she didn't fuck it up, right? Like, maybe the spell was meant to split, right?
And
Uh,
Like, separate the personality.
I don't think that's what she intended for, though.
Yeah, I think she meant to wipe them.
what she intended, but that might be what the spell intends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, an eldritch split personality, I guess. I mean, it's possible. I mean, hey, if she did this, then we don't need to confront them things at all, right? Like she had she wanted to come back and take revenge and
Right.
take these things out. But if she can't remember, then I mean, I know, Georgie, we had a whole conversation about, doing the right thing and, trying to make a difference. But if these things aren't going to bother with nobody, I mean, they fucked you up pretty good when we were standing outside and we didn't even do nothing. I mean,
But they might also be content to, have her in that hospital getting the aggressive treatments,
All right. Well,
I mean, would they care?
Yeah.
Well, so here's the thing, though. If we're talking about a split personality, right? But like not. So like the old man heard two people in there, right?
But there was no person, but there was no.
But if someone's got a
knows.
split personality, like they talk like in a different voice and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, all right.
What about
Hear me out on this,
car?
right? What if Ro has the car?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ro has the car. Ro has the books.
Yep.
So we think maybe it's split her like physically then.
I think so.
I mean, it's possible you guys didn't find the car, around town anywhere. The place isn't that big. I mean, it would have stuck out all those other fancy cars up there, right? I mean, you said there was only a handful of Model Ts.
We are either going to find the car with a functional adult woman, or we are going to find the car and the books by themselves.
I mean, the only lead we got is the cabin, right?
Here's my problem. Here's something we might have to think about, though, right? Like, it split her, like, mentality, right? Like, so now we're talking about kid and adult, but think about it, right? You said that, like, she drew on Ro with all, like, pointy teeth and, like, angry and shit.
Her own inner
Right.
anger at what has gone on. Her anger was split out of her into her adult form.
Right, like maybe now we're looking at like happy little Weena, and then we're gonna be looking at pissed off Ro.
With a magic
Like
book
we're gonna
and
be dealing
spells
with
and-
a very dangerous, very angry lady.
Yeah.
And?
I mean, we're
And I'm just wait a minute. Hold on. And I look at all three of them. We encountered a thing that calls itself a god underground. Monstrous little children. We hunted down Harper to save him from becoming a monster. Other than You three, the big worry is an angry woman.
Okay, listen.
He said that.
The two things that have ever almost brought me to the brink of death were a little kid that attacked my brain and a lady that can control birds and made me shoot Harry. All right? So
Technically, it was Butterfly.
give me a monster any day. I'll stab the shit out of something. But things that can get in my mind, that's what I'm worried about.
Don't forget about the vampire.
I fucking killed the vampire. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I think the emphasis is that she would not be amenable to us helping her or reuniting her with Weena.
Gentlemen, you play to the source of her rage and point out, all right, if you want to get the thing that you're pissed off at, you actually need all of your parts to do it because that has you at your strongest. You guys are just. Lady Songbird just like waves her hand at them as she's just like, out of everything that could possibly give them pause, they're putting an angry woman above all the eldritch things out there. Like,
what does every man in the 19th
we're angry
fear
you
is a powerful woman? That's
well, I'm not gonna. What am I supposed to do? I'm not gonna stab her with a hobo knife. I mean, like I can stab monsters with a hobo knife. You know.
I mean, even if she's pissed off, we can still talk to her. I mean, we're on the same side. I mean, you know. I mean, if we tell her we're there to help, and you know, like you said, if she reunites herself, then you know she could be the best that she could be. You know, and then maybe Armitage could, you know, cast a little spell there to like help fix. You know, if that's what she really wants to do. But I mean, that's you know, that stuff that happens. Maybe we are.
Is the way she is right now is because you got played. You redirect this kind of rage.
All right. So, what is the plan, ladies and gentlemen?
We gotta go to the cabin.
Let's go up to that cabin once it's day.
Yeah, we're not gonna find it in the dark. Like,
well, we'll find something.
Well,
we will.
You don't want to go to the cabin in the woods at night.
We will make a better impression approaching in the day versus sneaking in at night.
Okay, so. Are there any preparations you want to do before you head up to the cabin?
I mean, flashlights for sure. Although I guess we wouldn't need them in the day. Like I have matches, lighter, or whatever. Like we have guns. Like, do we want to take rope? I mean, I assume at this point, like we have like a bag of shit that we've accrued over the course of many adventures.
We're going to we're going to a cabin in the woods. So. Sawed-off double-barrel shotgun, chainsaw.
All right, wait. Is there a road out into there, or are we hiking it?
Chainsaw.
There's a road up, and then we have to hike in and try to find the cabin, which is why we're not going to do it in the dark.
Who wants to give up a hand and have the chainsaw hand?
Also, pack a spare tire if you can.
I don't know what kind of car Harry's driving, but I know. Some of those
it has a spare,
has a spare on it, yeah.
All right, so you'll need to make a navigation check to get up to the area.
Do not make it.
Okay.
So are you sure I don't have to turn here? What's
an hour? You get to the point where you're pretty sure you missed a turn somewhere.
Fuck! I'm gonna have to turn around.
So, navigation.
Nah, shit, none of this looks familiar. I mean, I don't know why it would. We've never been up here before, but like, did we pass that tree before?
Georgie, did you feel it as well?
The tree, they all look the same.
All right, Walt.
Navigation, God almighty. No.
Fuck, I feel like we're driving around in circles. We're on a straight road.
Around in circles for a couple of hours before you actually find the place. And now it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like you had to stop for gas. You got lunch. So now it's like not sunset, but it's getting towards evening. And you find the cutoff, and then you find like a parking area where people would park and head up into the trails, and you see like a wooden sign with several trails marked off. And I need everyone to make a spot hidden check.
That I can do.
That I make.
God,
2. Another
failed.
fucking 2. It's
Jeez.
like the third
29.
roll under 5 today.
Hard
Harry's
success.
scrunched up in the seat. He's looking out the window. It's getting fucking dark out here.
Okay. So tucked to the side, just off the road, there's an object that's parked, but it's not in the parking lot. It's like off into the tree line. And as you get a little closer, the only reason you're spotting it is the tarp that was over it has shifted, and now you can see part of the car. And
Yeah.
there's a
Found
Model
the car.
T that has been covered with a tarp and appears to have been intentionally concealed.
Let's go check
I'm
it out.
assuming it's empty.
Okay, you examine the vehicle, you find it is
Yeah.
empty, but there's lots of items in it. You see some receipts, you see some empty boxes, you see a large cage in the back seat, and some strange black pellets all over the back seat.
How
And-
large?
Like small, like they're bean size.
Like rabbit
So,
poop.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, so it's rabbit poop.
Make a natural world roll or a natural history or whatever.
I have library use. Nope.
No.
I'll do a spot hidden on the car, like check all the glove compartment, everything.
Okay.
You know, just...
You find empty ammo boxes for both pistol and rifle ammo. You see there are receipts for canned goods, a hunting knife, ammunition, groceries.
And they're all dated after she was taken to the hospital, I'm assuming. Like Harry
they're
would look at the
dated
dates.
the day before.
The day before she went to the hospital?
When the car disappeared.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, everything had already happened, dude, by that point. So it's
Yeah.
just
And
time
the
to
cage
go.
is way larger than it would be for a rabbit.
Yeah.
Multiple
Are we
rabbits.
talking like bird sized?
Maybe the size of a small, medium-sized dog.
Oh. Damn.
For one of those kids. Maybe.
What's about
No,
the size
I'm-
of a medium-sized dog that poops pellets?
Capybara?
Damn it, you beat me to it.
These are goat pellets.
Go.
Yeah, this is absolutely we're looking at sacrifice shit here. She's prepping for a ritual.
Oh, and Walter, you also find a wooden box filled with lots and lots of straw that have been indented. With the words TNT on the side.
Jesus. Hey.
Let's go up to the
What
cabin.
time of year are we in right now?
Let's say that this is April.
April, all right. Not
Okay.
quite humid yet. I don't think we have to worry about the TNT sweating.
But it has rained.
No, we just have to worry about the person using it.
Right.
You can try to track up to the cabin, but it would be a hard track roll. Otherwise, you have to make a navigation
How
check.
does a 6 do for tracking?
That will do nicely.
I
There
won't
you
even
go.
roll.
Okay, so you're tracking up into the woods, and you see, it makes a few turns off the trails, and it's a hard hike, so you're getting more and more elevation. And then you get to an area where she's clearly moved about, basically she gets to an area where you see that there are tracks leading left, right, and straight. Like the trail, she's followed the trail, but she's also gone off the trail here to the left and the right.
Setting traps.
So you'd need to make a spot hidden roll.
Make it.
Okay. You see about 50 yards off in the distance, there is a object hanging from a tree that is obviously not natural. It was concealed. It was hard to spot, but you were like looking around strangely, like what's going on, and you find one of these objects. You need to get closer to examine it.
All
Does a hard give any more?
Look for
Can I
traps.
all right, so I'm gonna be stealthy going up to it. Be careful.
Okay, roll your stealth. You go up to it.
I make it.
Hard doesn't give you anything
Okay.
more. But what you do find, there is a leather strap, like a thick belt, wrapped around this tree and tied in like 4 knots. And there are embossing with runes that have been inlaid with silver all around this tree.
Do I recognize any of the runes?
I'm going to say you can roll a Cthulhu Mythos with a bonus dice, but only Jesse for a specific reason.
Nope.
Sorry. So any Cthulhu Mythos roll.
Okay.
No.
That's a 12. I think that succeeds. Where is it?
I would have succeeded. Come on.
I have 17. Yeah, that's a success.
Have you guys played Lonely Point Lighthouse?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have. That was my first one.
It's very similar to the ring of standing stones that had surrounded the island. This is one section of a containment ring.
So, I see Georgie kind of looking at it and going like, I don't know, there's some kind of symbols here. So I go over and I take a look and I'm like, what do you see? Oh shit. That's like those. Remember when we were on the lighthouse? It's like it's just like those stones.
And,
the big rocks.
And then you look and you see like
shit.
50 yards, there's another one. 50 yards, there's another one. Someone has surrounded like a 1 square mile and warded it.
Okay.
But it's very different from the wards you had seen because they're pointing in the opposite direction.
Oh, so she's trying
pointing in.
Wait.
Yeah, they're pointing in.
Oh, she's trying to keep something in, not something out.
She said.
So
All
she's
right, so
trying
we're
to
not
keep
going to
herself
interfere
in?
with any of this. We're not going to interfere with any of this because if she's doing this for the small shadow children, I'm not looking to help them. I'm not looking to, if she wants to jack them up, and also, if we can, also helping her against them would be a way of gaining her trust to help her fix this nightmare.
All right, well, hear me out though, right? Like she's got like a goat with her, right? She's got all the books.
I've eaten
Like,
goat. I'm not worried about her, what she's going to do to the goat, dude.
What if she's looking to summon something? Like, this is her way of like keeping it in so it doesn't get out.
Well, we know where they are, so.
Yeah, but the kids might not be here, right? Like,
no, I ain't talking about the kids. I'm talking about like, what if she's trying to get something on her side?
Okay,
yeah,
right. All right. So let's talk. Like, no, you're absolutely right. Let's talk about this. We can fuck this up right now.
No, we don't touch these.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we leave this.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing. We seen something like this. We were at a lighthouse. They had the standing stones. They had the silver inlaid. It was an elder sign. And
I'm just saying, if you're worried about what she's trying to summon, we can try to fuck
This
it
is
up.
just gonna help us.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the thing. If this is keeping something in, and we go to investigate and we have to run away, it means all we have to do is get past this line and we'll be fine.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Like that covered bridge outside of Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she came and went, right? Like the car is here. So, I mean, if Aunt Ro looks just like Rowena, then we might have bumped into her. So she's got to be here, right? I mean, whatever she's doing, she's got to be here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So we got to go in, right? I mean, we got to find out what's going on.
We'll go in,
Yeah.
but be careful of any kind of traps or dynamite or things like that.
Well, I mean, there's that. Yeah, sure.
All right, so
Yeah, I think the
How are you-
dynamite might be a backup plan.
the trail, are you trailblazing through the woods, heading up to where the cabin is?
Yeah, that's all I got. That's all we
Enough
got.
for the cabin.
Are you
At
rushing
least we know
up?
we're on
Are
the
you
right track.
keeping up? Are
Yeah.
you checking for traps? How are we doing?
Well, I'm gonna.
Checking for
I'm
traps.
Yeah, we're gonna
and
check.
Keeping an
Right.
Oh, yeah,
eye and
I got-
ear open.
Can I get a branch that's roughly 10 feet long and just start poking the ground as we walk?
You can find a branch. All right, I need everybody to make a spot hidden check, but you will see some stuff.
make it.
Son of a goddamn.
Hard
Hard.
success. Yep.
Hard success.
Okay. Anyone who makes a. So did anyone totally fail?
No.
Okay, Georgie totally failed.
He's looking for a
Yep.
stick.
Yeah.
Georgie, you do see you see some blood stains.
Go wrapped in dynamite.
Georgie sees like a fucking crater with like a tree kind of like not blown to splinters but like damaged. And there's like blood in where this crater is. Everybody else will see more. You see several bear traps that have either gone off, and like one of them still has like a foot in it. You see like bullet holes in trees. You see body parts of and did anyone make a hard check?
I made it hard.
Hard.
Okay, all three of you find the bodies of children. And when I say bodies, just the bodies, the heads are gone. Meaning the heads have been blown apart by high-powered rifle shots. So you start to find like the corpses of children.
Oh well.
Demon children.
And I need everybody to make a listen check.
A 1.
Ought 7, baby.
No.
You guys
I'm pretty
are-
sure that's
You
extreme.
guys are on fucking edge.
Yeah, that's extreme.
Okay, hold on.
Hey, wait, you guys hear that? Hold on. You put
basically
Sanders
heard,
here.
like the fact that the ground is wet means it's not like the snapping of twigs or the rustle of leaves, but you hear like the squelch of moving through like pine needles and mud. And it seems to be coming from like the east of you. And I need everybody to make a spot hidden.
Make it
26.
24.
Ought 2. I love this pink dye. It's
Jesus,
amazing.
Marion.
You're like scanning through
Hard.
the trees, and suddenly, almost as if she was standing there the whole time, almost like unnervingly, like you just notice her, like she was just been standing staring at you. You see a young teenage girl in a bloody dress with a hammer in one hand, wearing the doll of like a porcelain Cupid doll. mask.
It's split into multiple. It wasn't just one.
Does it resemble at all the doll given to Weena?
No.
No? All right.
Does it?
And she's staring at us.
Mhm.
She sees us. Right, hands up.
Does it? But it doesn't look like Rowena at all.
No.
Like it just has this.
The woman, the young woman, just slowly like raises a hand and like waves at you.
Not a threat. Not one of them.
Is that one of them fucking things?
Well, it wouldn't look like
I
that.
can't see
They're
the
wearing a
eyes.
mask. They didn't wear masks before. They
Hi,
just let
what's your
black out of
name?
their eyes. We met those things that you took care of, and we don't like them, so we're not. You know.
Okay. Lady Song, I need everybody to make a luck check, and I have to say I am sorry.
Nope.
24. That's a success.
That is a success. Well, no, that's a fail.
Well, you failed.
Yep.
Do I have to say it?
You failed.
Well, you got a 50-50 chance now.
All right. What did you roll, Walter?
I rolled a 70 out of 37.
What did you roll, Jesse?
88 out of 10.
Why is it always you? People are going to think I'm targeting you, Jesse. I'm not. Your dice hate you.
They do. I have succeeded one roll this entire session.
Okay,
Can I
jump in front of him?
No, because it's a surprise.
I don't think you can jump in front of a mental attack. Surprise attack?
She was just
She was a
distracting
decoy.
you while I rolled a 20 on the other thing's stealth roll, and it just got the drop on you. So as Lady Songbird says, what were you saying? What's your name, little girl? Or what were you saying?
I was saying, what's your name? I didn't even go little girl. I'm just like, hi, what's your name?
And all of a sudden, you see a shape just loom behind Jesse's character, and it's a broad-shouldered man wearing a dirty Shakespearean costume, wearing an actor's tragedy mask, and wielding a butcher's cleaver, striking him in the shoulder. For 6 points. Like literally hits him with the cleaver, and Jesse, you drop to your knees in
agony. Oh, that's half my hit points.
So what do you guys want to do?
I pull out my pistol and I fucking plug that guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's point blank range, so and he has a dog, so all of you can attack him.
Dagger.
No. Oh, wait a minute. I need to always look up the stats for this gun. I think I get 3 shots on the handgun.
I got a hard success, although I know that doesn't matter.
Give me a damage roll.
I think it's a D10. Yep. That's 12, baby, max damage.
You fucking hit him.
An extreme on my brawl.
And you're kicking it?
Finally. A dagger. Enchanted dagger.
And
right in the side. Right in the flanks.
Give me damage.
All right. I've heard, what does extreme do?
It's max damage.
Max? All right. So that's going to be 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Wow, that is a fucking fuck ton of
24.
damage. Okay, you stab him, and you stab him right in the kidneys. The hilt goes right in, and just blood splurts all over your arm. It's like a lethal wound. And it looks down at it, and it starts to back away. And then Harry just hits him, and it puts a hole in the fucking actor's mask and blows out the back of his head. And this fucking thing just falls back down on the ground.
Fuck you.
Well,
Well,
the girl is still visible. I'm not running at her. I'm running to the woods and trying to get stealthy.
When you glance over at her, she is doing the Naruto run towards you guys at full fucking tilt.
Well, then I'm just
with the hammer like this.
I'm running up to meet her with the hobo knife.
So you run up to meet her with the hobo knife. Her dex is 55. What's yours?
It is 55 as well.
All right, so you're attacking at the same time. Go.
Hit.
And so does she. What damage do you do?
All right. So that's 1 and 5 points.
Do we have the classic anime? They run at each other, and then there's the flash of light as they.
Right. Shit. Well, you stab her with the hobo knife for how much damage?
5.
5. You stab her, and she just when you stab her, she grabs your wrist to hold you in plate and just wails on you with the hammer on your forehead for 8 points of damage.
Yikes!
Dorsey, what do you want to do?
I'm going to shoot her.
Go. Luckily,
98.
Walt falls on his back, so he's no longer in the fire. 98 will miss.
I think Lady shot where she was and not where she is.
I forget how many shots I get on the gun.
What is the gun?
The gun is a S&W safety hammerless 32 caliber.
One moment.
I think it's 2.
It may be more.
It might be 3. I think it's more than 1.
S&W what? Safety hammerless?
Yep.
It is. What is your score with the weapon?
Score is 45.
So
looks like
2
3.
around. It's 2 around. It would be 3 if you had more than
2?
I think 60. But
all right. So my second shot is a 32 that will hit.
Okay, give me damage, and I'll tell you if you get a third. Just give it.
What's the damage on it again?
D8.
The damage on
probably.
a S&W safety hammerless is 1d8 plus 1.
All right. So I lost.
Is it a 38 or a 32?
All of my dice fell earlier. Let me find a one.
Is it a safety hammerless 38 or 32?
2.
It's a 32.
Then it goes 3 times.
Oh, okay. So let me find a D8 real quick because mine disappeared. Wait a minute. Is this it? No, that's the D12.
Wandering around the house looking for dice.
Okay. If she had more than a 75 in gun, it would be 4 around.
Jesus.
I had a whole box of.
I mean, you have to reload a lot, but doesn't matter if you put it down, I guess.
Yeah, if you're good with it, you won't need to.
Right.
Those 3 shots would be enough.
Yeah.
I will say I don't normally believe in bad luck dice, but after rolling 8 fails in a row, I'm really glad that I flipped my dice out.
I found the D8.
There you go.
You hit 3 shots. Did you hit 2 out of 3?
I hit one so far. I have 1 more to roll. So
she's wounded for 5 already.
So I just did 2, and here comes the next shot, which also hits. And the damage is 8, so I've done a total of 10 to her.
Oh.
And Walt, you've done 5?
Yep.
Okay, she goes down.
The fuck, this has got to be them kids. But he's not a kid, though. Who the fuck are these people? I'll go over to the guy.
Remember, they can appear as clowns.
Okay, Harry?
I try to turn his pockets. I take the mask off.
Okay, what happens is when after you put this guy down, you hear Lady Songbird firing at something. Mm-hmm. So Jesse and Harry, you turn towards the Walt getting just bashed in the forehead after he stabs this kid, and then Lady Songbird puts it down with 3 shots. And you're like, what the fuck? And you turn back to this guy to go and turn his pockets, and he's gone. There's an outline of where he fell, and there's footsteps leading away, but he's no longer there. I need both.
Is there blood on the knife?
There is blood on the knife. I need everybody to
color
make
is
a
the
sand
blood?
check.
Black blood.
What are we making?
Sand check.
Sanity check.
Oh, sand I got that up the
Make it.
wazoo.
Yep,
Black
I make it.
smoking blood. Can I avoid
right.
my sand check since I was knocked in the head?
No.
I'm going to first aid Walt.
Fail.
Okay. So, well, you go over to do first aid.
I failed first aid on Walt.
Lost sand. Everybody else made it.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, you take 4 points of damage. Lady Songbird, you go over and you're giving Walt first aid. Walt, you're like on the ground. Literally, you see in the Tweety birds. Like everything's moving in slow motion. It's like when Deadpool gets stabbed in the head. You hear like everything playing slowly as you're slowly coming out of your concussion. Harry, Georgie, what are you guys doing?
How many points do I get?
I'm assuming that does the woman also disappear?
No, she's still there.
Oh. Yeah,
Somebody
fucking
cut
kick
her
that
head
mask
off.
off her face then.
What?
Cut her head off.
I'm going to kick the mask off first, see what's under there.
Okay, as you come over and you're like Lady Songbird is dealing with Walt's laying right next to her, and you're like, somebody cut her head off. As Georgie goes to like kick her off, she like sits up,
son of a bitch,
with the hammer and swings it at the back of Lady Songbird's head as she's attending to Walt.
I
need everybody to
use
make
my
a sand check as she does.
All right, yeah.
I make the sand check.
Oh, Jesus.
Can I use my dodge to get in the way?
Or grab the hammer? I mean, you're right there with her.
What's your dex?
Sure, I am right there.
What's your dex? If you beat 55, I'll allow the attempt.
What's your dex, Jesse?
I'm 75.
You see her stand up with the hammer, and she's gonna brain Lady Songbird. I rolled a 6. So if you want to attack her or try and wrestle the hammer away from her, or jump in the way so you take the hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw myself on top of her. Like nothing polite or
give me a brawl and roll damage.
All right. Can I push?
Yes.
I'm gonna push. Fuck yeah. That's a hard success.
Okay. So you jump on her. She kind of like wrestles her way out and just like grabs you by the collar and rears back on the hammer. And then
I want to shoot her.
You like lean so roll damage. Georgie, roll damage. I'll allow you to shoot.
I'm just gonna do. That's just. Oh, I get the bonus too. 5 damage.
As she wriggles out of your grapple attempt, but you push, you just like headbutt her. You take 1 point of damage, but you can roll a brawl attack on her, and she will not be able to, attack you that round.
Can I use the dagger on the second attack?
No.
Okay.
Harry, you can fire.
I missed.
Okay. At this point, you hear a rifle shot ring out, and it hits the little girl like in the side of her chest and like knocks her several feet away. And you just hear a voice, yelling, either come forward or go back.
We're coming. We're coming.
Is the girl down? Or did she just stumble back?
She gets shot and she's just laying there.
I'm gonna go try to chop the head off.
No, it's like just let's go to her because
let's just go.
Keep doing this.
All right,
sit up and
Georgie goes to bring the
Songbird as we're going by. Lady Songbird is putting her gun directly under the chin of the downed girl and firing.
Okay,
like blowing the complete skull out.
You do so. All right,
Come on, let's go.
Okay, so you all start running towards the cabin. And you see, through the trees, there is a cabin. Lights are on. Smoke is rising from it. And as you get closer, you see more of those craters, some more dead creatures. You see, as you're like running towards the cabin, Walt, you actually see the initial one that the one that had the actor's mask.
Yeah.
And he's standing there, and like the gunshot is gone, but the wound on his side is still bleeding.
It is
the magic one.
And you see a woman who looks remarkably similar to Weena, except with longer hair, dressed in hunting gear, sweaty, dirty, with a bandaged up leg, waving you guys in with a high-powered rifle. And she's like, "Get inside! Get inside!"
Yeah, we run and pile through the door and onto the floor.
Inside.
Okay, you get in. She like closes the door. You see that she's there's a brace, like she braces it, and then like looks out through the there's a firing slot in the door, like she's looking, and she goes, "All right, they're gone." She goes, "All right, who the fuck are you guys?"
We're friends of Armitage.
Stop right there.
And I'm gonna say enchant this because she's probably got like enchanted bullets, like fucking braziers full of enchanted fluid to dip the bullets in.
All right, well, you found her.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dig it. All right. So let's wrap
She's
up
a
and then
badass.
we'll post show. Yeah. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Oscar, what do you got going on? What's going on with Golden Goblin? What's the news?
We are very excited to be putting out a original Jeff Muller Halloween themed scenario. It is heading very quickly through layout. We hope to send it over to Chaosium and have it ready for download before the 1st of October. Knock on wood, we're doing our best. The Legacy of Arius Lurko is the manuscript is nearly complete. We are putting the finishing touches on the intro, and we'll be sending that over to layout as soon as season change is finished layout. And I will take this moment to say that possibly the next session will be my final session for a while for my residency with Legends of Tabletop, as I focus on a dream project I've been wanting to write, and I have finally started, which is my huge Lincoln Highway project, which I'm going to be playtesting the part 1 of, which is already done. But I have arranged for some up-and-coming keepers to keep the Call of Cthulhu fire burning. So while I will not be running for Legends of Tabletop for a while, other Golden Goblin Press staff will be coming in to take my place to give their versions of death and horror and madness.
You're running in our hearts, Oscar.
And that's it. That's all I've got.
That's it. All right. Dorsey, do you have any cons, anything going on, anything coming up?
I'm preparing for the upcoming con season. I'm hoping to be able to do at least part of Total this year.
Nice.
And Rising Phoenix. So I'm revising some things I have dug out of file storage. It used to be called Time to Make the Donuts, but I've heard a better title for it. It might be renamed The Doom That Came to Donkeys.
There you go.
About as New England as you can possibly get.
A Dunkin' Donuts themed New England scenario. I may want to play. I said I wouldn't be running. I didn't say I wouldn't be playing. I have not read the Dunkin' Donuts adventure, so who knows?
I will not share it with you then.
Yes, please don't, because I may want to play when we finally get there. Because for me to like take a break and just play for 2 hours is not that big a deal. For me to write a new adventure for you guys, that's more time than I need.
Right.
That's not time that I have right now.
But I'm revising a bunch of my own writing, hoping to run that during the upcoming con season.
Nice.
Right, and we have Alex, who's run for Legends before. He has a great Cthulhu Invictus that he is very eager to run for you guys as well. So there'll be plenty of Cthulhu all through the autumn and winter and into the spring. So
nice. All right, Walt, you got anything going on?
Same as always. My wife's 3D printing studio, GBBB Studio.
Your mic's not in the right spot.
Same as always. My wife's 3D. It's not working.
We can hear you.
But you sound like you're in a can. There we go.
There we go.
There it is.
Wife's 3D printing studio, Chibi BB Studios. The information will be in the show notes, as always. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Of course. And Jesse?
Just, I'm here.
In runner's hell. Hey, Jesse needs some playtesters. You can reach out to us at legendsoftabletop@gmail.com. We can get you in touch with Georgie. So if you want to play runners, we can set some things up. Probably. Sound good?
Maybe I might have some time at some point. I don't know.
All right. Well, we have our Patreon up if you want to throw a couple of bucks our way. We're on all the social media thing, but we're not on Twitter anymore. Fuck Twitter because it's full of Nazis, but we're on a bunch of the other things. So you could follow us in those various places. We appreciate you watching and or listening or doing both. I don't know why you would do both if you watched it and then listen to it. It's kind of a weird thing, but we have our t-shirts for sale, links in the show notes. So if you hate fascism, buy a t-shirt. That's capitalism, right? Is that how it works? We're donating. I guess it doesn't, because we're donating all the profits from anything in our TeePublic store to LGBTQTIA causes, trans hotlines, all that sort of stuff. So buy a t-shirt, have people look at you funny, and then you can tell them fuck you while you're walking through the grocery store. That's what I like to do.
Everyone needs a hobby.
Ratings and reviews on iTunes or whatever your podcatcher of choice is, moderately helpful. But yeah, if you do that, that's cool. It in theory helps. And thanks for checking it out, and we'll catch you next time.
Take care.
Night, everyone.
Punch Nazis.